Greetings lords and ladies, and welcome to the Westeros Vibe, where Gatehouse Jaimie is still pining for entrance. Before we start, I would like to remind you that links to every article or video covered this week can be found in the video description below. Also in the description you will find timestamps so that you can choose which stories you will want to view. The first story of the week is spoilery as usual. Who will join Jon Snow to fight the White Walkers? Apart from a few facts I already covered in previous weeks, we learned that Liam Cunningham, aka Davos Seaworth, has taken part in an end of shooting party after a major battle up north. This begs the question, was he there because he was just in the area shooting something else, or was he actively participating in the battle? Could we have Melisandre and Davos becoming the left and right hand for the real Azor Ahai? We shall see. Also it would appear that Ras Dal Mo'Eraz, the Yunkish noble played by George Joju, will make a comeback in Season 6, probably during Meeryn's troubling arc. Next up we have Game of Thrones star Ian Beattie says playing pedophile Sir Meryn Trant was horrible. In the article, Beattie elaborates on the experience of playing the brutal perv Meryn Trant and recounts learning about and filming his death scene. If you are interested in what he has to say on the subject in length, the link is in the description below. Moving on, we have possible spoilers. Will Jaime Lannister kill Edmure Tully? Pictures have been taken of what appears to be the aftermath of the siege of Riverrun, showing horse-trodden grass and bruised trebuchet artillery. There are also rumors floating around of Jaime threatening to kill or actually killing Edmure. If it's anything like the books, then it won't be so much a threat as another great speech from Jaime, wherein he explains exactly how dire the consequences will be if Edmure doesn't cooperate. Hopefully that particular scene will make it in the show because it's been a long time since Jaime had any great scenes. In other news, Game of Thrones actor says the Sparrows are like modern-day religious fundamentalists. Eugene Simon, the show's Lancel Lannister, aka that former weakling turned religious fanatic, draws comparison between the faith militant and today's increasing ISIS problem. His full statements can be found following the link in the description below. Next up we have new Game of Thrones set under construction in Co-Antrim. Pictures show that a new set is being constructed at Maghera quarry, which has been used in the past for wall and hardhome scenes. Whatever they will film there, it will be very snowy indeed, as winter is coming. Moving on, we have a potential major spoiler, so watch yourselves. Jon Snow and Sansa Stark to reunite at battle with Boltons? As we all know, scenes have been filmed regarding a major battle between an army which includes the resurrected Jon Snow and the Boltons. Information has surfaced that Sophie Turner, aka Sansa, has been spotted there, which may point either to a potential rescue from the Boltons by Jon, or Sansa being part of the Jon army. A source told the site Watchers on the Wall that the battle will have real casualties and will be saying goodbye to some characters, and that there will be no White Walkers there. Also it would appear that Ramsay will present two bodies on two X-crosses prior to the battle, and that a giant will take part in it, probably Wun Dar-Wun. The North remembers, and we will too once we will view this amazing battle. In other news, Game of Thrones Season 6 might not start until May. Some scheduling announcements from HBO may point to a delay in Season 6's premiere. Martin Scorsese's new series Vinyl starts on February 14th, and the comedies Girls and Togetherness are returning February 21st. Judging by these, the article's author estimates that Game of Thrones will not premiere until May 1st, maybe even 8th. This is good news for book readers, as if Winds of Winter comes out in March or April, we will have some time to digest it before it's spoiled by parts of Season 6. Moving on to Game of Thrones, Emilia Clarke says she based Khaleesi on Cate Blanchett's Elizabeth. The article is an interesting read, however I would like to make a short comment. Did she get the irritating whininess of the Where Are My Dragons period from Elizabeth II? Because that would be quite interesting. Next up we have Direwolves, real and George R. Martin's imagined. Watchers on the Walls article is a fascinating read filled with information about the real-life, sadly extinct direwolves, alongside some great pictures and artist renditions. It's worth reading, link in the description below. Finally, we have more potential Winds of Winter news. The Winds of Winter release date 2015. George R. Martin hints at spring with a promise of spring parody? For those of you who are unaware, George R. Martin has been moonlighting as a zombie on Z Nation, where he has been signing copies of his latest book, A Promise of Spring. This could be a reference to the idea that the Winds of Winter being released this spring has promise, which would tie in nicely with the Polish translator who we have discussed in a previous episode. Or it could just be a hint that the dream of spring may change to a promise of spring. Or it could be allude to the fact that by the time George will finish the series, he will be half a zombie. Who knows, just something to ponder. Moving on to the lands of YouTube, we have quite a few videos this week worth discussing. Radio Westeros have released a video discussing the Grand Northern Conspiracy in detail. It is glorious and would recommend it. Alshiftax has released a video about Coldhands, in which he attempts to get to the bottom of who exactly he is. Red Team Review has put out a video breaking down the available information about the big battle next season. Emergency Awesome has released a video about the Ironborn and their role in Season 6. Preston Jacobs has released his What We Are Missing video for Season 2, Episode 6, The Old Gods and the New. Lastly, History of Westeros have released another video in their Blackfyre Rebellion series, this time dealing with the Battle of Redgrass Field, where Daemon ambitions ended. That is the news for the week ending on November 1st. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And stay tuned. Have a nice day everyone.